Hello everybody. You have to excuse me, I'm still in my dressing gown, but I just wanted to show you my nearly finished Tattered Bunny journal. So the Tattered Bunny journal is based on Louisa Heinzel's digital print, and I've also, as you can see, got Louisa Heinzel's layered flowers, and I was very lucky to go and see my friend Louisa Heinzel, and she gave me some beads and things. She gave me lots of things, but she gave me some beads and things, and I've used them here on my journal as well. So yes, it's a bit of a Louisa Heinzel journal. So I've made my journal with I've covered it with it's like a fake leather that I found in Hobbycraft, and it's very malleable, is that the word? And I've covered the journal with I've got a T&B for Tattered Bunny. Let me just take this. So I've done a tie because I've got a bit of a gator mouth. I don't normally like ties, but I've done a nice tie, and I've put some ribbon edges on it and just some little charms. If I take this off, you'll be able to see the journal. So the front has got one of the bunnies, and I've done some framework with some frames and a little bit of texture paste and stenciling, lots of little lacy bits, the tattered flowers, some little furry bits, because obviously bunnies are furry and you want to touch them, and just some lace and doilies. I've covered the inside with a plain thing, and I don't know if you can see this, but it says homemade. Let's zoom in. It's homemade ribbon, so that's really sweet. And then on the back of my journal I've got some more flowers. I've got a T and a B and a butterfly that are wooden letters, and I've just put a napkin on them. I've got a little bunny in a window, some more bits of material that I've used throughout, and then here I've got a kilt pin that I've just dangled some beads and bits off. Yeah, so when I was looking after bead with Louisa, she gave me some beads, so that's definitely one of the beads that I used. This little charm is really sweet because it's a little bunny. So obviously he had to go on here because it's the Tattered Bunny journal, and then just some lace bits and some beads and things. I have mixed the metals. I know some people don't like mixed metals, so I've used silver and like brass. So here you can see I've got a brass charm and a silver charm. I don't mind mixed metals. I like mixed metals. You can see here how the journal has expanded and gator mouthed, and I haven't even finished it. So I've been speaking with Louisa about this, and we're trying to come up with a solution how this could expand, because obviously I thought I'd got plenty of room in there, but clearly haven't. Move those out of the way. Just going to do a little quick flip through. Haven't done much in this journal, to be honest. Obviously there's a little window there with a little bunny in, and there's some quotes and some ribbons and a bit of stenciling, and just the tags, a bit of stenciling here, there and everywhere. I'm just going to do, and some beadwork. Just going to do a quick little flip through. I was going to do this journal to Salon, but I've become rather attached to it, to be honest. and I'm going to use this journal for myself. There's nothing spectacular in it yet. I haven't done much things. I mean, I did do this. This was I made a mood board, collage board, and cut it up. But I haven't done many techniques. I've got my distress crayon out and distressed around my little bunnies a little bit. I used some embossing powder here, some white embossing powder with a stamp. I wanted it to look a bit lacy, so we might see a bit more of that throughout. But like I said, I haven't done too much in here so far, because I want to use the journal. Oh, you can see here, so this, let me just zoom in a little bit. So this was a stamp, so I stamped on it, and then I put some white embossing powder on, and I think it's made a really lovely technique, and you know, it looks a bit lacy. I wanted this to, I'm not a very lacy kind of girl, really. Yeah, I'm not very lacy at all, but I wanted to do a lacy journal. I don't know, this digital print just speaks lacy and pretty and frilly to me, so that's the route I went on. It's not very, a bit more of this embossing, it's not very me, and I've realised as I've gone on that I'm not a very pretty girl, but you know, something simple like that. It was just, I just printed it and stuck some buttons on it. Little bunny for a journal card. Yeah, it's nothing fancy, it's nothing out of the ordinary, it's nothing that nobody's ever done before. It's, you know, pretty basic as journaling goes. I think that's why I want to keep it, because it's going to give me somewhere to you know, to work with techniques and learn different things, and use it as my journal. So yeah, this is my growth journal, and because it's pretty and frilly and it's not, you know, very me, then it's a challenge to work in this journal, because I'm normally quite grungy. Yeah, so this is my quick flip. Love how he's like peeking out. I do need to add some things to the tags. I need to add a lot more, to be honest. It's a very, very plain journal. A few clusters. He pops out. So this was the concept I was going to do for the journal with, oh sorry, that's Claire, with photographs and get them like to pop out. But after watching Louisa's new denim series, which she does classes for, I've bought into the classes, and that's a photo structured type journal. So I changed my mind about this. I'm going to do this in the, obviously the denim series that I'm going to follow. No one's ever, I'm sure any junk journalist, or you've all heard about Louisa Heinzel. She's the most amazing junk journalist and mixed media artist that I've ever watched. Yeah, she's just beautiful, and I will link her here, because this is her paper collection that I've made this journal from. So yeah, just bits of stenciling, bits of ruffles. Nothing, like I've said, any junk journaler would make this, be able to make this journal. I haven't done anything out of the ordinary, but I love it. I fell in love with it as I was making it. Again, there's some of the embossing that to me looks quite lacy. Yeah, so this is just wanted to show you what I've been doing, and yeah, hopefully you like it, and hopefully you'll go over to Louisa Heinzel's channel. You'll watch her series if you haven't watched them. I need to glue that down actually. If you haven't watched her series before, then I think, you know, if you like this sort of thing, just put a dab of glue on that. Then you'll love her, and you'll love what she does and what you can do. So Louisa made a tattered bunny journal, and it's completely different to this, which just shows that you don't have to do what the person's doing. You can actually do your own thing and make your own thing. So yeah, that's my little journal for today.